We're getting our first look at a report that blasts Florida's lack of efforts to slow a coronavirus surge. It comes as the state tallies up some sobering numbers. Take a look here. More than 20,000 deaths from the coronavirus in the state of Florida since this pandemic began. Another day of more than 10,000 new cases. We're at 10,577. All while that White House task force report that Governor Ron DeSantis refused to release claims that the state is not doing what it should to curb the spread. All right, 8 on your side's Justin Checker is joining us now live in Tampa with more on this story. Justin.
Rod, good evening to you. Two Florida newspapers, filed a joint lawsuit against the governor for failing to provide these reports in a timely manner. Now, that December 6th report contradicts the governor's approach to the pandemic and calls for urgent mitigation efforts to slow the spread of coronavirus.
Right now, Florida is in the red with unrelenting community spread and inadequate mitigation in the fight against coronavirus. That is, according to the December 6th White House Coronavirus Task Force report obtained by the Center for Public Integrity. Florida may be ranked in the bottom half of states for rate of positive cases and new cases per 100,000, but the report says rankings are almost irrelevant as the entire country is surging. Despite the severity of the winter surge, the report points out many state and local governments are not implementing the same mitigation policies that stem the tide of the summer surge that must happen now.
What's tragic about it is actually we know what to do, and it's not being done.
Dr. Kami Kim is USF's Director of Infectious Diseases.
We don't have to have a whole total lockdown to have a real impact on how many people get sick.
The White House Coronavirus Task Force calls for aggressive testing to find asymptomatic individuals, stronger mask-wearing policies, and closing or reducing capacity at indoor spaces, including bars and restaurants. This is what a Saturday night in South Tampa looks like 2.5 months after Governor Ron DeSantis lifted all statewide COVID-19 restrictions. He's focused his messaging on bringing the vaccine to Florida, while arguing mitigation measures hurt the economy and don't work to slow the spread. Shipments of the Pfizer vaccine should arrive any day now and will be stored in these freezers at Tampa General Hospital. And distribution will begin soon in Pinellas County nursing homes. But the task force report says not enough Americans will be vaccinated to reduce viral spread until late spring.
And if you want to read that entire Florida COVID-19 report, we've posted a link to it with this story on WFLA.com. And Rod, what jumped out at me looking at that report is on the first page in bold, it says, begin warning about any gatherings during December holidays. Rod, the governor's office never replied to my email from a month ago asking what should Floridians do before the Thanksgiving holiday. When it comes to Christmas, to Hanukkah, the CDC says avoid large gatherings and the safest way to celebrate is at home. Rod?
All right, Justin Checker reporting live for us tonight. Justin, thank you for that report.